Hi, I'm Philippa, and today is January 9th, 2026, and I'm on the 131st day of my 365-day commitment to complete reading this Bible. So I started today on Psalm 37. In time of trial, David exalts God. And David basically says in the beginning, "In the shadow of thy wings will I make my refuge until these calamities be overpassed." So he's recognizing that he is in a situation where there is distress, and he's in a time of trial, and he is saying that he will take refuge underneath the shadow of God's wings until these calamities pass. So he's acknowledging that there are trials, but they will pass if he takes refuge under God's wings. And he basically just talks about how God needs the people who are against him. God will recognize that they are against him. And he even says in verse 6, he says, "They have prepared a net for my steps. My soul is bowed down. They have digged a pit before me, into the midst whereof they are falling themselves." Selah. So really profound quote of David basically saying, these people who are putting him through this trial, who are after him, they have prepared a net. They have digged this pit before him that they hope and that he'll fall into this trap. But it's a pit whereof they are falling themselves. So it's really a deeper meaning here, noting that even when you are trying to hurt somebody, you are going to hurt yourself regardless. The same problems that you're creating for somebody will be the same problems that you're creating for yourself. And David basically asks for mercy. In Psalm 58, David reproves wicked judges. So he is acknowledging that there are judges who speak righteousness, but their heart is wicked. And so is therefore then their work. And he says they are like the poison of a serpent. He asks God to recognize the situation and to restore the righteousness to the people who are doing good, and to, of course, destroy those who are doing wicked. And in verse 10, it says, "The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, Verily, there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a God that judgeth in the earth." So saying that people who are righteous need to see some sort of a vengeance and some sort of a righting of the wrongs in order to trust and believe that there is a just God in the world. In Psalm 59, David prays for deliverance from enemies, and he basically asks God for strength and for mercy, and he asks God to take care of the wicked, the transgressors, those who have iniquity, and those who are after David. And interesting too, because he actually says that they're not after David for his sins or his transgressions. He says that they are after him just because they are pursuing him because of their own agenda. So that's an interesting piece there too. That is it for day 131. Tomorrow I will start with Psalm 60 for day 132. Thank you for listening. Bye.